So today we're here with these three Bugatti Veyrons and Matthew from the Cultivated Collector. Matthew, tell me just a little bit about each one of these cars.
All right, so we have 2008 Bugatti Veyron 16.4, 2012 Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport, 2015 Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse. All three in impeccable fundamental condition, but they all need a little bit of love, which is why I called you.
Let's get started. Let's do it. So right now we're just going to start on the interior because that's usually the most efficient thing, because if you wash the outside and then you go to the inside of the car, now you're bringing all that water that's around the car into the interior. So we don't want to do that. And then secondly, on this interior, like Matthew said, most of these cars are relatively clean, so we're really just kind of dusting them off, cleaning them off. We're not doing anything crazy, no steaming, no going nuts. The leather's really in good condition, but each car has a little bit slightly different thing that we need to address. So I'll show you those things when we come upon them. So first we pre-soak the car without rinsing it down. Obviously we blew off the major dirt and dust from behind the wheels, but right now this is a higher pH'd soap that is meant to remove the dirt from the car. You let it soak for a few seconds and then you rinse it off. So pre-soak is done. Now we're actually using the pH neutral soap, which is what we're gonna use to create a layer or a boundary between the microfiber towel that we're using that's going to actually touch the car. So this is the safest way to remove it. So now that we've finished using this one on 2 or 3 panels, I went and grabbed a fresh one. I'm going to put this one in the bucket and this one goes away. Now that I've gone to the lower part of the car, I'm not going to come up anymore. I'm going to flip to a new side, fresh clean part, and now I can come back up to the top and work my way down again. And all the while, as I'm using the microfiber towel to wash the surface of the car, I'm also using my fingers and using the edge of the microfiber to get into all the nooks and crannies, so that this way it's a better, deeper clean and there's less spots that we're gonna potentially miss. So now that the car's cleaned and dried, what we're gonna do is use a product called Ammo Conceal. This is specifically designed for PPF. Obviously, all three of these cars have paint protection film or PPF on them. So to give it a nice little extra pop, we're gonna put Ammo Conceal on it. you allow it to cure for 1 to 2 minutes, then you buff it off using a microfiber towel, and then you can use this one as a cleanup just to make sure you didn't miss any spots. Right now we're putting the final touches on it, just Ammo Mud, which is a water-based product, not a silicone-based. So this actually moisturizes the rubber. All right, we're all set with this one. It looks way better than it did before. Now we're gonna pretty much repeat this process and go over to the Grand Sport. Put a leather balm because I noticed that on this leather in particular, it's a little bit harder. It's not as soft and supple. It doesn't have a bounce back when you press on it. So we're gonna put a leather balm on it, let it sit while we're doing the outside of the car, and then we'll come back in and wipe it up later. Interior's all done. Now it's on to the outside. Protected with paint protection film. So again, we're using Ammo Conceal to give it that little extra pop. All right, so we finished the Grand Sport and now we're on to the Vitesse. Little fun fact, when you have multiple Bugattis in one location, if the owner happens to forget the roof at home, you just take it off the first one and put it on the second. So that's exactly what we did. If you notice, there's a red line here and then the line is orange because this roof is actually from the Grand Sport. So to make sure we didn't get any water inside, we just swapped roofs. Life of Bugatti owners. so this paint is covered in PPF just like the rest of them. The one difference between this one is this has matte or stealth PPF. Now, you cannot polish anything that is matte, whether it's PPF or regular paint. Because of that, you can't use any clay on it, anything abrasive, and you can't polish it. The gloss PPF, there is some polishes out there that you can polish, but being that there's matte, we cannot. So to remove contaminants out of matte finish PPF, you have to use a specific soap that has some type of iron decontaminant or some type of solvent in it that will allow you to break apart and get all of the stuff off without having to abrade it. So that's why we're switching to a slightly different soap. All right, so paint's clean, dried. We did the isopropyl wipe down. And the cool thing about this product Conceal from Ammo NYC is that it can go on PPF that is glossy and also matte finish. So we're gonna apply that now and then put some Ammo mud on the tires and she's ready to go. All right, so we are finally done with all three Bugattis. Now it's time to put them back in line and let you guys enjoy the details. All right, guys, we're all set here. All three cars are completely done. I'm Dan from Turn 7 Auto Care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.